University of Washington and Seattle. It's the Pac-10 Gymnastics Championships. Jim Watson along with Kathy Johnson-Clark on Fox Sports Net. And a reminder, every night at 11 o'clock, it's the 11 p.m. Regional Sports Report. 30 minutes of nightly sports news completely dedicated to your hometown teams. For extended regional highlights and in-depth interviews, catch the 11 p.m. Regional Sports Report every night only on Fox Sports Net. Now, after one rotation, this is the way we stand. Stanford on the bars and Oregon State's on the floor. Even at the top, Arizona was on the vault in the first rotation. Cal on the beam. Arizona State, UCLA, and Washington now come into action on rotation 2. And rotation 2 breaks down this way. Arizona State on the vault. The defending national champion Bruins on the bars. Stanford on the beam. And Washington on the floor. Arizona, Cal, Oregon State will sit and rest. Laura Moon, a junior from Arizona State, spent 2 years at Maryland before coming home. She's a Scottsdale native. Top of the runway.
Whoa! Now that is a stuck landing. Feet a little bit apart, but keep in mind where the judges sit, right to the side. Really hard to see if the legs are perfectly together. For them, it looks like a perfect landing.
Moon ends up with a 9.75.
Which is out.
That was Katie Herbert on beam for Stanford.
Here's Jada Cox from Arizona State. A little step over.
They're in a nice position. I spoke to their coach, John Speeney. He says, you know, there's no pressure on us. Absolutely no pressure. They are just out to do the best they can. They know UCLA is on top right now and doing extremely well, as is Stanford. So it takes a little bit of pressure off them, no expectations. They can go in there and just try and bang out routines and hit.
Here's Kristin Parker now for UCLA on the bars. Second in the Pac-10 on this event last year.
So she has been a steady performer for UCLA. So consistent, so clean. And that's what collegiate gymnastics is all about. Hit, and don't give them any reason to deduct.
It's one of those exact same sentiments that Valerie Condos-Field, the UCLA coach, talks about. Consistency.
Because many of these gymnasts can do more difficulty, particularly some of the UCLA gymnasts. But there's no reason to, because it doesn't benefit them. They don't get extra bonus.
Carolyn Fluhrer from Stanford over on the beam. Cardinal with a good opening rotation on the bars, and now trying to back it up here on the beam. 4 rotations, of course, and each team with 3 buys during the night.
I really like their gymnastics as a whole. It's just got such a nice, easy quality to it. High level, very precise, and it's clear they train very, very hard. And they're starting to add the only thing I thought was missing from their gymnastics was that extra special, that sparkle, that connection with an audience, and they're just starting to show signs of it. Part of it, I'm sure, comes with confidence.
Carolyn Fluhrer coming off her best performance on the beam of the year last week against BYU at 9.85.
Very solid and pretty gymnastics.
Stanford, the type of program that could compete with UCLA someday in drawing Olympians to campus?
Possibly. Academically, it's a school that they put so much emphasis on academics. Not that the other schools don't, but most gymnasts who choose to go to Stanford have lofty plans in mind and are very, very interested in their education. In fact, Mark Cook said that was one of the things they really had to work around, because they want to dedicate so much time to their studies, to their academics, that he's trying to fit in workouts around that so they can be competitive and yet great students as well.
Over to the vault. Here's Kim Skinner, senior from Arizona State.
Oh, a little stiff-legged on the landing. Didn't seem to bother her. It's only an old gymnast watching. That jarred my back. That hurt my knees.
You know, Arizona State had a lot of injuries earlier this year, and because of that reason, Kim Skinner now is a regular in the vault rotation. Back over to the bars. Doni Thompson, 4-year member of the U.S. national team and a bronze medalist at the 95 Worlds.
And took a break for 5 years.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, and I love this story because she is having the time of her life doing gymnastics again at this level.
And they came back in 2000 as the freshman of the year.
Oh, that is a huge release move. That was gorgeous, way up above the bar. Now they're pushing her back in the lineup. Now she's getting some of the bigger scores, which will not only add to her confidence, I mean, it feels great. She has such good technique. It makes the difficult skills so easy. Good straight body in the handstands. Full twisting double back. Look how perfectly her legs are together. Knees together, feet together. No cowboy there.
Only a sophomore, but with international experience already. Talked about the 95 Worlds. You can see the game face. It's just moments ago, Maggie Germaine, the freshman for Arizona State, on the vaults. Personal best this year at 9.925.
Another freshman who's really contributing. Oh, that was nice body position in the air. She looked like a pencil. She was so straight.
Very tall and very graceful. There's Jamie Dantzscher from UCLA, a 2000 U.S. Olympian, and ranked #1 in the nation on the bar. She won the U.S. Bars Championship back in 1999.
And I'm talking put on your seatbelts to watch this routine. She just cranks on bars. Very aggressive swing. Excellent technique. Look how straight her arms are.
She has 2 perfect 10s this year on the bars.
Did a great job for the United States at the Olympics in Sydney. And is carrying over, doing so well.
And a smile on the face of Valerie Condosfield, the UCLA head coach, who admits from time to time she looks at her own roster, sometimes when they're sitting around airports or restaurants, and says, wow, look what I have, 4 Olympians on one team and the Pac-10 all-round champ.
I think the neatest part for Val is helping these kids make that transition from elite gymnastics, from Olympic level gymnastics, and loosening them up a little. Have some fun.
Well, there's so much more to coaching than just assembling talent. You have to know how to handle it. And I think the thing that, and they call her Miss Val, she just creates such a loving environment there. There's that competitive edge, of course, but they try to have fun, and she takes the pressure off, and she's always got a smile going, and she enjoys the competition. She likes being around this group. Stacy Wong now from the University of Washington, the junior on the floor. Had the meet of her life last week at Oregon State, career highs on the vault, on the beam, and on the floor, where she turned in a 9.9.
Nice to see her back in the all-around. She missed the entire 2000 season after that knee injury, and coming on really strong. She had the meet of her life against Oregon State in only the 6th time she competed in the all-around. She went 9.9 or better on every single event. Landed that last pass very well, enough for a huge smile.
Stacy Wong from Washington. Of course, we're in Seattle.
For the Cardinal, Lisa LeVay.
Boy, anytime you see somebody come back from a knee injury, and to see them come back this well, this strong,
See that with
described
any
as a
athlete.
great worker, even when she's injured, working hard all the time.